So this tab is a Google form. And so this is a form that I just built for you guys really quickly as we've been working. And basically it's a way just to be able to get any data and surveys and then the great thing about this is that you can just bring everything into a Google Sheet. So anytime that we basically want to run a poll or we want to ask for information, then you can create a Google form really easily. So basically you just go to your Google Drive and I'll tell you what, let me stop sharing this because I'm just sharing a tab and I'll share my whole screen. And then you'll be able to see how I can get to a form.
Because this helps us cut down on emails too, Mike. I'm just thinking particularly in large organizations where people send out like, what do you want of this? Or what are your agenda items and that kind of thing? Like using a form actually cuts down that. It brings it in through the form instead.
Yeah. So in your tab here, just under new, if you go and hit more, and it's hidden underneath the more tab, so Google Forms, and it will just show up for you here. A little tip, we use this a lot in school for organization, that what you call your Google form here, so I'm just going to call it example, you don't have to have the same title up the top here. So this is the forward facing or what people in the community or whoever's filling out the form will see. If I click there, it will put example here, but I could put DCS 001. And so for me internally in Drive, this means something, but externally it might mean something different. So sometimes you may want to think about who publicly sees it versus how it's working internally. And then in here, there's a whole lot of question options that you've got. So if you click the plus button, you've got multiple choice and checkboxes and all sorts of things. You can even allow people to upload files straight into Google Drive for you, which is quite handy. And then under here, depending on the type of question you've got, you can also validate those responses and do a whole lot on that. So we've got a whole lot of articles on our blog that shows us how to actually set these up. But the great thing about this is that when they come in here, we can click on responses and it will show everybody's response individually if I wanted to, in terms of seeing that as a summary of responses, but I could also click on individual response and we'll see all of their details there. You'll also notice that up the top here, there's a little spreadsheet button. And if I click on that, I can create a new spreadsheet because this is a brand new form and it will just open up a new tab for me. And all of that data that's been put into this form here will go into that spreadsheet and it's going to be time-stamped and then we can work with that data from inside that. So again, in terms of being able to work as a team and any data that you need to be able to action on, you can see all of that flowing in just here. So really, really nice way to be able to work in your Drive account. And quite often people don't realize it's there because again, it's just hidden underneath that more button just down here. And there's a whole lot of other options you've got. All right, I'll stop sharing and I'll throw to one of you.